This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more gameplay from Dark Souls. And today I'm going to be talking about games in general. More importantly, I'm going to be talking about farming, because every game requires farming. And I'm going to talk about my philosophies on farming for this game, Dark Souls, as well as my philosophy on farming for every game, because Farmville isn't the only game with farming. And in a minute, you're about to see me get fucking owned by this monster. I mean, fucking owned. And before I get murdered, I want to talk about some stuff for Dark Souls real quick. Look at my stats, for instance. Like, I have like 100,000 souls, and I have almost the limit for humanity. And I don't have shit for health. I have shit health. My health is terrible. And I have really good, what is that? Stamina. Now, I'm going to tell you this because the reason my stats kind of look like this, they look weird and lopsided, is because my character's specialized to really only do one or two things. Have high stamina, I basically have high endurance and high dexterity. Everything else sucks. My health is low. My magic is low because I don't really need magic. My character honestly doesn't need magic. This magic that I have is really only a situational thing for when I don't want to use something else. So I don't really have really high magic because, yeah, magic helps my pyromancy, but pyromancy doesn't need help. Everything in the game is weak to fire, and I don't know why. Unless the thing is absolutely immune to fire, every single monster in this game is weak to fire. I kill Silver Knights in one hit. I do. That's why I farm them. I farm Silver Knights to death. I kill them in one hit, so I farm them to death. And since the topic of this is farming, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I farm in Dark Souls. Alright. I don't farm to buy things. I don't farm to buy weapons. I don't farm to buy gear. Basically, I buy gear with the souls I find on the ground. Now, in order to level up, I farm, and that is how I keep it strictly like that. I level up by farming, and I buy gear and weapons with the shit I find on the ground, which is why I have 100,000 souls or 200,000 souls all the time. All the time. Listen, you can build up 500,000 souls just by playing through the game, no problem. Alright? You can build up the limit for humanity by playing through the game. Oh, and the reason I'm stabbing these things is because if you don't, you'll get surprised by a mimic. Make sure you don't get surprised by a mimic, because they're like chests that will surprise you as mimics, and ain't nothing cool about it. Alright, I've died a few times, so having a shitload of humanity farmed up helps me become human again and again. So, like, I try to stay human as much as possible because there's benefits to it. I found that out because I've missed quite a few things in this game by being dead all the time and thinking there's no consequence. Turns out, yes, there are consequences to being dead. So you don't want to be dead all the time. So what I did was, and I found out some other stuff about humanity. Apparently having humanity makes your drop rate better. Like, it's like magic find for Diablo. Having humanity makes your drop rate better. So basically, you farm humanity, and then the more humanity you farm, the better your drops for humanity will be. And not only are those dudes dropping humanity, they're dropping twin humanities. And I've also found out through my trial and error that you don't want to have as much humanity as I have. That's a no-no. I shouldn't have this much. And one reason why I shouldn't have this much is because you can lose it. Now, I've managed to die and get it back. Alright, I've managed to die and get it back. But honestly, I don't think you need more than 40 or 50 humanity. Now, I've been running around with a truckload, and ain't nothing cool about losing it. Let me tell you something. It hurts to lose over 80 humanity. I know this because I've done it. I've made the mistake of fighting in a hard area with like 80-something humanity. They killed me, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to go get it back. No problem. I'll just keep my shield up. No, I went back, and they killed me again. Like a fucking noob. And I lost 80-something humanity, and I had to put the controller down, get in my car, and leave. Okay? Okay, because there's nothing cool about losing 80-plus humanity. You don't want to do that. Steer clear. So what I'm doing right here, my humanity is wrong. I farmed up humanity like crazy, and I'm using it wrong. Yeah, don't do this. Keep it low. Keep it around 40 to 50 because losing 40 to 50 is way better than losing 80. It's way better than losing 90. You don't want to do that. Because this game will surprise you sometime and you can lose it. You might think, yeah, they're not fucking with me. I got a weapon that's crazy. This game will surprise you. And most of what this game revolves around is your weapon. Gaining levels won't help you too much except to pick up weapons. And my philosophy on gaining levels for this game is basically I farm levels and the shit I pick up off the ground, like the shit I get from fighting, unless I was farming, I only use that to buy shit in the game. Like I always have souls to buy armor. I always have souls to buy upgrades. And the reason I always have souls to buy upgrades is because I only farm. I don't use souls I find on the ground for levels. I don't waste them on levels. When it's time to level up, I go to a farm spot and I farm it until it's exhausted. The moment I got this game, the first farm spot I found was in that little woodsy place where you go to join the Forest Covenant in that forest. Dude, I made it over level 100 in that farm spot alone. I mean, I do it till it's exhausting. Till actually that farm spot is sometimes still viable. Like, it doesn't take me that. Like, you can get 1 million or so souls in an hour. Or a couple hours. Actually, I think you can get way more than that. I might be wrong because like the Phalanx farm spot is a very lucrative farm spot. The forest one used to be very lucrative for me. The Silver Knight farm spot is still good. There's a couple other real good farm spots where you can get a couple million in an hour. So you can go up a couple levels. Like, it ain't nothing for me to get a couple million in an hour or so. Jump up a couple levels just to pick up my weapon or have better magic, which I have terrible magic right now. Actually, I made a mistake of not recognizing what I was doing with my strength. I was raising my strength up so I could use these heavy weapons, but I'm more of a dex/endurance character. Basically, I have a real high endurance. So if fights aren't going my way, I can just run off. Some characters can't do that, but I can. If a fight isn't going my way, I'm out of there. I just take off. Like, it's like, oh, you're winning? Run away. You can't catch me anyway. I got endurance like a motherfucker. I don't have health. Like, I can die real fast, but I can run. I can run with the best of them and pull out a bow. So yeah, I got high dex, I got high endurance, shitty health, shitty magic, decent strength. Now, I honestly should have shitty strength because I'm not a strength build. The only time you want to have high strength in this game is if you're a strength build. I'm not a strength build. I'm a dex build. But see, I've raised up my strength that high because I thought, oh, I'm going to use these big weapons, so I need to get my strength over 50 so I can pick them up. No, I don't even use them. I barely even use the big weapons. They're worthless to me. They're too slow. I need to swing and roll and do all types of fancy maneuvers. I don't like, you need a strength build for certain armors, and it isn't worth it to me. I barely use the heavy armors. Maybe if it's a boss fight, like you'll see coming up, I got a boss fight and I switch to some heavy armor just to survive in the boss fight. The boss has still almost killed me. So yeah, the strength didn't work out too bad for me. I wasted a lot of levels on strength, and then I just stopped wasting levels. Like, I got my strength over 50, and I was like, let me just use these big weapons. Turns out I don't even like them. So here's a trick you can use for big weapons in this game. You can get your strength to 25 and then two-handed weapon, because you're gonna need a two-handed anyway. Because you don't want to use it one-handed. It'll leave you vulnerable. That motherfucker like leans back. It doesn't matter how strong you get. That motherfucker will lean back and swing forward and be all off balance and shit. You don't want that. So, yeah, unless you're a strength build, don't have high strength in this game. I made that mistake. I wasted some levels that I could have been using on dexterity, that I could have been maybe using on magic, because my magic is honestly terrible. And my what's that other one? Faith hasn't even moved. I don't even bother with it. And I think I might run into a jam later if there's a high dex weapon that requires me to have a certain faith to lift it. And they're gonna be like, sorry buddy, you need 2 million souls to level up, and yeah, fuck you. So I might be in a jam later. Oh, what you see me doing right here is a straight up dick move, but I don't care. Because this guy right here that I'm fighting, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who's playing this game, but this guy right here pulled a straight up dick move in the game, and he did something he shouldn't have done, and I had to invade his world, and I had to do some shit that I shouldn't have done. But this is a dick move that I got from Demon Souls. Basically, in Demon Souls, some bosses, or secret bosses, were so strong that I didn't want to deal with them. So I had the Viscous Compound Bow in Demon Souls. I would go to like a ledge across a cliff they couldn't reach, and just gun them down. Gun them down with arrows, because it was an easy way to handle certain bosses. Certain bosses you didn't want to deal with up close. Certain bosses, like, I was glad I wasn't a melee character. And I also made the mistake of not specializing in Demon Souls when I should have. I was a very well-rounded character in Demon Souls, and it hindered me a lot. because I had like even everything. I had even strength, even dex, even it, and it fucked me because I wasn't a specific build, so it screwed me. Well, in this one, I am not. I am a fucking dex endurance build with a bit of resistance, and that's it. So I take it to fucking, yeah. I really specialize in this game, and I have strengths and weaknesses, and I only focus on my strengths and my weaknesses. Hey, too bad. Oh, and another thing in this game, basically, since I have so many souls from fighting and picking them up off the ground, and I only farm for levels, I can buy the max amount of almost anything. Like, cause that's what I use my souls that I pick up off the ground for, buying shit. Dude, the max amount of fire arrows is like 50,000 souls. Son, I got 50,000 souls on hand like it's chump change. I just got it from beating people up. Alright, seriously, you get 200,000 souls from beating people up, no problem. 200,000 souls will level up all the weapons you need to use. It'll level up your shield, it'll level up your weapons, it'll let you buy every magic you need, no problem. So, with that said, farm for your levels, and then use the stuff you get from beating people up to you know, buy your stuff. That's how I do it. You don't have to do it that way, but it works for me. When it's like leveling time, when I start getting into weapons that I can't pick up and I need them, I'm like, alright, I go to a safe spot by a bonfire, I get my bonfire, I start farming. I might have to do that later for my health, because my health is taking like serious hits from dudes. Like, every time you see dudes hit me, they almost kill me. And that's a problem right now. That's a problem for me. Like, you see dudes hitting me and they almost kill me. And I like the farming methods in this game because they're rewarding. I haven't started farming for a lot of gear yet, so a lot of my weapons are like level 1 weapons. Like this sword I have right now, I spent all my demon titanite on this sword. I have none. Just to get it up levels, because I knew it was a better sword for me. Because I'm a dex build, and this thing gets bonuses from dex and humanity. So I can do quite a bit of damage with this thing, and it sets people on fire, because everybody in this game is weak to fire. You really don't need to level up your magic for fire. Like I'm seriously, I shouldn't even be carrying any of that soul arrow crap, because I have a shitty magic, but I just use it, you know, just in case I run out of pyromancy. But yeah, everybody in this game is weak to pyromancy except the people that are immune to it. Pyromancy kicks ass. But yeah, I like the leveling in this game, and I found out that like, since humanity increases my drop rate, I can mix that with that damn ring, that gold serpent ring. And I have all the special weapons from almost all of them. I can get all the enemies in the game to drop their shit every time. Like, I run around with stupid amounts of humanity, which I don't really need. I don't suggest you do this much, because you're going to lose it. Like this 97 I have, I'm going to lose it. And it's going to hurt. And I don't know how to there's no way to put it back. Like, once you crack open humanities, you can't put it back. I'm trying to find ways to spend it, like kindling fires, before I lose it, because I'm going to lose it. I wish there was something else to spend it on, because I know I'm going to lose it. I guess I have to join a covenant and give it to them, because I'm going to lose it, and it's going to hurt, and I'm going to cry like a bitch. But, you know, I like the farming in this because it's rewarding. I can do stuff to augment my farming and actually help me farm, and it's beneficial. In Diablo, not so much. Listen, I read the little thing they're talking about, oh, if an enemy has a 4% chance to drop this rare item, if you have 6% magic find, he now has a 6% chance to drop. Oh, bitch, please. Listen, I fight monsters with my magic find gear on. I don't switch to my magic find gear. I fight them with it on. I have 240% magic find. When monsters drop, they don't drop shit. And I don't really know how it works. I think they're full of shit, but it is terrible. It needs to work better. Farming Diablo really doesn't have any good returns for me, and it really just pisses me off. Like, I want to play the game without having to use the auction house all the time, because that's how games should be. I should be able to play through the game and build a good character. That's what it's about. That's what makes you want to play the game and build other characters. That's what it's supposed to be about, but the magic find and drop system is so fucked up that you can't do it. It's so, like, it's really all about luck and just ridiculous shit. Like, I'm trying to help myself, you know, because I want to play through the game and build another character. You know, that's what I like about Dark Souls. I can play through the game. The farming techniques are beneficial. You can build characters with different types of stats. You can try different types of armors and do new things. But Diablo really is pissing me off because you can't. Now, every now and again, I'll get something that can sell pretty good. Like, I got an item that sold for $1 million recently. Like, I saw people selling it for $5 million. I put that bitch up for like $1 million. It sold fast as shit because I don't give a fuck about the price. As far as I'm concerned, nothing should be even able to sell for more than $10 million. As far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't even be able to put anything up for more than $10 million because these prices are just stupid. So I put up things for fair prices and they sell, you know, because I'm all about the gaming aspect. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'd be playing the game and I just get nothing. Like, I found a legendary weapon. I found one legendary weapon so far with 0 magic find on. I didn't even have my magic find gear on when I found it. I was just walking and it fell out of a fucking chest. Alright, I didn't get it from an elite pack. I didn't get it from a boss. I found it in a random ass chest that I don't even give a fuck about. It wasn't a resplendent chest. It was just a random ass chest that I picked up in the game. And it just gave me a legendary. It doesn't make any sense. So, and you know, they explain the magic find thing, but it's complete bullshit. And then they're talking about people shouldn't switch gear because we're doing, no, bitch, we have to. Well, I don't have to anymore, but you know, motherfuckers have to do that shit. They don't have a choice. You leave them with no choice. Like, they force people into a corner where like almost every character in the game has to play a crit build now. It's like, you know, I wanted to find that out on my own. I wanted to be able to play this build till I got tired of it, till I wanted to try something else. And then, you know, then I wanted to try a crit build or try a different type of attacking build or a slow burn build or something. You know, something new. I wanted to find that on my own, not have you nerf the game and force me to only play crit builds. And, you know, I find that to be bullshit. I didn't buy this game for you to fuck me over. I mean, you know, at least you do it by Meta first. You know what I'm saying? Blizzard. You know, I like kisses. You know, I like to be kissed before I'm fucked. Actually, no. In real life, I don't like kisses. I don't even kiss bitches. I just fuck them. But that's off the motherfucking topic. That's personal. But yeah, I wanted to find these new builds on my own via internet communication with different people, via experimentation, via, you know, getting beat by a boss. That's how I want to find my builds, not being nerfed into a corner to where I have to make every character now crit only. And I just find that to be bullshit. But in Dark Souls, I'm free. I get to find new builds. I get to try different things. I get served by these bosses right here. And just next go around, I'm gonna have to find something new for these bitches. You know, and I don't know, the farming is just so much more lucrative and it makes so much more sense. And you know, when I augment myself to do different things, those different things actually affect the game. And in Diablo, like, you know, what the fuck? I'm doing things to augment myself in certain ways to affect the game, and it has 0 effect on the game. It has 0 effect on my character. I don't know. But I like this game. Like, Dark Souls is my shit. Like, you know, even though I level up from farming, levels don't even help you. This game is all about how you play, how you what gear you choose to wear, because there's so much gear in this shit, and how you choose to level it up, what traits you put on your weapons, and how you know, your stats affect the traits on your weapons. That's what this shit is all about, and that's what RPGs should be about. I've been playing iPhone games with more RPG aspects than Diablo that have really fine-tuned the shit so you can, you know, do things to your character, and I find that to be appalling. But I don't know, I hope they do something to change Diablo, because I like that style of play. And hell, when Torchlight comes out, I'm gonna be on that bitch. When Torchlight comes out, I'm gonna be on that bitch, because they got it right with Torchlight 1, and I can't wait for Torchlight 2. I already got that bitch pre-ordered. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go play some Diablo, you know, try to find me some good gear. But you know, that's what I want to do. I want to play the game and build a character and be able to build different gear sets to function, you know, in different places in the game. That's why I play the game, man. But I don't know. That's my game talk for today about farming. Farm. And as always, if you like this commentary, give a thumbs up. If you don't, give a thumbs